Hello guys, it's Achisai here, and I've come again with a new class. This class just released today and it's called Abyssal Angel. It is a null guard based class, although the design, the armor of it is Revantius style, but it is a null guard based class, and this can only be gotten through adventure coins and is going rare. There will be a non-rare version that will come out I think next week or next 2 weeks, but for the meantime there's this one that's going rare. Yeah, I actually absolutely love this class, the mechanics of the class. The auto attack is wonderful, and the way the class is in general. So let's get straight to the first skill. Actually, the first particular skill is called Send Arrow, and this is your auto attack. This attacks 3 people and is applies a DOT. As you can see, you're basically flying. You're like a bird or a bunny, I guess, a bunny with wings. So yeah, auto attack attacks 3 people and it applies a DOT that increases. The DOT increases pretty fast, I gotta say. This is the only class except Ranger that has a ranged auto attack. Yeah, that's for the first skill. It has a 2-second cooldown and it applies Send Arrow, which I just explained applies a DOT. It stacks up to 6 times. So here the first skill, or the second skill, called Flight. Basically what this does is applies vantage point on you, and what vantage point does is increases your hit chance and dodge by 15% for 6 seconds. It also allows you to focus your fire on one target. In other words, it empowers your DOT. It increases your DOT by 50%. So let's see how it works. I'll use this skill first, and I'm gonna use this. The only downside to it is that it makes your auto attack only attack one target, so you've lost your AoE as long as this effect lasts. Once it fades, you're gonna go back to attacking 3 people, but for the meantime you'll be attacking one target. It applies a DOT, increases your DOT by 50% rather. So let's see how much I can get up to here if I just keep spamming this. There's 267 to 331. 398. I'm sure I could get up to more. I'll probably do a solo later, but for now that's that. So that's for this skill. The second skill here, basically this is let me see what it does. It attacks 4 people and deals moderate damage and applies a ghost. It stuns them for 3 seconds. If you have vantage points in play, this stuns them, so it only stuns 1 person, or rather 2 people, for 3 seconds, which is pretty short, but you could find it pretty useful. If you don't have this in play, it reduces the enemy's haste and increases your haste, actually doubles your haste. So it's a pretty fun class. It's got pretty good haste, and it reduces their own haste. So yeah, you got your auto attack doing twice as fast. So you're basically a spamming machine with an AoE auto attack, which is why I absolutely love this class. It's a pretty good DOT class, and yeah, the next skill here, Fallen Judgment. Basically it's a heal. It's an HOT to be precise, and it doubles your endurance. As you can see, if you noticed anything, this is a very tanky class. It takes in damage well, and it heals, has AoE, and it does pretty decent damage. Not too high, but as far as DOT is concerned, it's pretty good. Let's see how much it does. And the cool thing about this is that not only does it apply a DOT on you, it also increases your HP. As you can see, I have 5000 HP here. Yeah, so if you go into Blue Druid Brawl with this, with a 3k amulet, you're gonna have 8000 HP. 8k HP, which is a lot. So basically, this gives you a heal, but the only problem with that is that you can't use your DOT on the first skill. This is a pretty technical class. It does take some practice to master it, but once you've mastered it, that'll be pretty good. Yeah, and here's the last skill. Basically, this increases your damage resistance. So on top of the endurance buff you have here, you also have some buff damage resistance by 25% for 8 seconds. Applies Clean Cut, which increases your crit chance by 25%. So as you can see, mostly this is a very tanky class. And it's got pretty good AoE and DOT, and I love the animation. It's got a stun and an ranged auto attack. Overall, this class is absolutely awesome. I'd say you can do it for farming or for soloing, and it's definitely worth the 2000 ACs that it requires to get. I believe this class was made because a lot of people complained about the first Nalgat class not being usable. It sucks really. Legendary Archfiend or Archfiend for the AC users. Yeah, so this class is a very good swoop in to the Nalgat classes. If you want to know how to use this class well, you're going to have to take your time to read each skill and know exactly what you're going to do depending on the situation. I'll do another vid later showing either a solo or a farming tactic. So basically the enhancements you're going to use for this are Spellbreaker and Wizard. Currently I'm using my class as Spellbreaker and my cape as Spellbreaker and my weapon and helm as Wizard. So I've got 2 Spellbreaker and 2 Wizard. You can change things up if you want, but Spellbreaker gives you a lot of HP. So yeah, that's it for the class. I think this class was awesome, and I gotta thank Sync for this and Arkland. They did an awesome job. The animations are perfect. Look at that jumping animation. I don't think there's another class that really jumps, or flies rather, more like a hop. But yeah, overall this class is beautiful. And that being said, hope you enjoyed the video.